What's going on, y'all? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Quick pep talk on recovery peptides. All right, so I threw my back out on Sunday to Monday. I do this a couple times a year. It's either putting on my underwear or laying on the couch too long. A lot of times it happens during football season when if the Vols aren't playing at home and I don't leave the couch. I'm a big college football guy, so all day Saturday, all day Sunday. By the time Monday rolls around, my back is just jacked. So get into the chiropractor, and he's like, "What'd you do this weekend?" You know what I did. And he's like, "I know." So anyway, it happens a couple times a year. But here's the deal. I found a routine that kind of fixes me. Typically, an injury like this takes a couple weeks to fully recover from. But what I do, I realize I got an injury. I'll do TB 500 and BPC. I've been doing 5 milligrams in the morning, 5 milligrams of BPC in the afternoon. I have my mom inject me in the back, right around the injury, and then I'll do TB 500. I typically do a milligram 3 times a week, just BPC. So 3 milligrams a week. I just triple it when I get injured. So instead of taking days off, instead of doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I've done it every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today's Thursday. And I'll go from 1 milligram up to 3 milligrams, and I'll go through a bottle in 3 days, basically. That's my recovery protocol. That's my go-to. I do have those. I do take the CLO, which is the GHKCU. And my maintenance on that is just regular. I'm doing 2 milligrams of GHKCU. I do that Monday through Friday. Take the weekends off. At the dose that it's blend at, it's only 500 micrograms of TB, BPC, and KPV. So that's really a perfect blend for maintenance. But when you're injured, I go more aggressive and just try to recover faster. So anyway, that's what works for me. This is predictable for me a couple times a year. Again, normally during football season, but geez, I took a hike on Sunday, but nothing crazy, and it wasn't like an acute, sometimes it is. I just fall to my knees and I'm in tears. It's really that bad. But yeah, this one I was hobbling around pretty bad, but I just left the gym. I'm moving better today. I'll probably be fully recovered by tomorrow. So that's how these peptides work, you guys. It's you're just gonna what it's doing is just speeding up recovery. It's not like a steroid shot where you have instant relief. I'm not talking about anabolic steroids. I'm talking about the steroid shot that knocks out all the inflammation. No, those are expensive. You can do that and go to your doctor. And a lot of they won't do it for just an acute injury typically, unless it's really bad. But that more of a reason, if you're an athlete or consider yourself an athlete, if you're active, if you work out hard, if you're doing CrossFit, you should definitely have a BPC and TB 500 on stock. I mean, I kind of always do anyway, because I'm a dealer. But prior to that life, have it available. In case of an injury, and this comes up again if you're active. But I want to leave you with this. Go to ChatGTP and check out Cartilax, Cartalex, I think, Cartilax. Put in Bioregulator Cartilax, and This looks like a really interesting, good one. So it's not technically a peptide; it's a bioregulator. And whenever I say that, this is science out of Russia. Russia and some other surrounding countries. It's available by prescription. It has been for a long time. Now, I've never done it. I just ordered some, and it's supposed to rebuild your cartilage, which is one thing that the peptides don't do. TB500 BPC, TB500 in particular, does soft tissue, joints, ligaments, tendons, and now you've got cartilax that rebuilds cartilage. So for any knee injuries out there, torn ACL, MCL, any of that, if you're going into surgery, it's smart to do, and it's smart to do it post-surgery to speed up the healing. So it looks like those are going to be like $100 a bottle. And again, I haven't done it yet. I've got it on order, and I plan on. Actually, I just got an email. I should be getting it here tomorrow. I take these as preventative. Now, obviously, it didn't prevent the injury I just had, but it's probably prevented a lot of other injuries. Because when I lift, I like to lift heavy. I'm not a 20 rep kind of guy, so I tend to get injured, and I'm now 49, so I don't think that's gonna change necessarily. But yeah, I gotta tell you, if you take it year round and you're building up your soft tissue, your ligaments, your joints, your tendons, and your cartilage throughout the whole year, you're probably avoiding injury and maybe avoiding major injury where without it then you'd be injured and you're out, and you're absolutely worthless when you're out. And the way that I lift these days, it's like I don't want to get injured anymore. I got to be in the gym 5 days a week for my mental health. So yeah, y'all know what it's like to be on the sidelines and not in the game. It sucks not being in the game. So for me, it's all about staying in the game. Anyway, I hope this video helps as far as setting expectations. If you haven't done the Wolverine stack, really designed for recovery of injuries, but you can do it preventative too. So the kits are the best way to go. You get that cost down under $100 a month. It's affordable for most people. Or you can just wait until you get injured and use it then. And quite honestly, that's how I've done it for the last decade. I've been using BPC and TB500 just for injuries. I didn't know back then that it could be taken for preventative, or else I would have done that. So live and learn. But look up Cartilax and look up Bioregulators. I've got a lot of really cool stuff coming with the Bioregulators. In this package tomorrow, I've got it's called Livigen. It's a liver repair bioregulator. So for any of you drinkers out there that have been abusing your liver for years, look into that. And there's about 12 that appear to be really good ones. But I've got them coming, and I'm going to be testing them on myself and getting blood work done and seeing where my blood's tracking. Obviously, you can either test the bottles and check for purity, or probably, I think a better way to test is test your blood work. If you're taking something and you don't see a difference in your blood work, depending on what it is, but if it's supposed to help with liver repair, then you're checking one marker. Prostate is another one that I've taken twice. Prostamax. Every man out there, probably over the age of 30, 35, should be taking this. And you only do it for like 10 to 20 days, once or twice a year. So there's another one coming. If you're a man and you get up in the middle of the night and you pee 3 or 4 times, yeah, that's me. So I've got that coming too, and I'll tell you, I will let you guys know how often I pee throughout the night. And if if it helps, then you might want to do it if you're a man. That's it. All right. Happy Thursday. Have a blessed week. Come back tomorrow with something else. Bye.